And I guess what I want to just say to somebody briefly today is that in the journey of faith, my friends, don't you ever forget how far God has brought you to this point. Can I say this? That faith is a very uncomplicated formula for us to consider. See, there is somebody dealing with an issue today, but what I need somebody to know is that you don't have to imagine what God will do. All you've got to do is remember what God has done. In other words, you ain't got to imagine how God is going to fix it. All you've got to recall is how God has done it so many times in the past. Is there anybody that's got miracles on your resume today? Has anybody ever seen God pay bills that you didn't have money to pay? Has God ever gotten you financially cleared when you thought you would have to go back home? Has God ever allowed you to walk out of a hospital when you had to be wheeled in under an ambulance? Has God ever kept your adult kids when they were in their youthful rebellion? Can you help those who are grieving? Is there anybody ever sat before the casket with your mom or your dad or your husband and your wife, and you thought you didn't have enough strength to make it through the next day? But here you are 2 months, 2 years, 5 years later, and you're still standing by the grace and the power of God. Are y'all hearing me today, friends? And what I'm saying today, friends, is I don't have to imagine what God will do. All I got to do is look at what God has already done. Are y'all hearing the word today, friends? See, and that's why the time Joshua takes over, he says we got to erect some stones so that we have a basis for remembering what God has done.